Come on, give me it, give me it. You guys can see right there, $100 off. We hit the line, but we just rejected right at the take profit. There we are. Another 100K funded. As you can see, funded X. Congratulations on passing the account. Let's fucking go, boys. So, live in the flesh right here, I want to show you that I'm just about to pass another 100K funded account. This time it is with funded X. As you can see right here, guys, this is the dashboard. Proof, as always, you can see my profit is almost at the 10K profit target, and I will show you my MetaTrader 5 right here as well, so you guys can see that I am currently right now literally $900 off passing. So as soon as that hits TP and the balance goes to 10K profit, that's going to be another 100K funded account passed, okay? This is a phase 1 account, so as soon as that is passed, that is another 100K funded. No need for phase 2. And I've also taken this as well on an Equity Edge phase 2 challenge account as well, which, as you guys can see, is now in 2.5K profit, meaning I just need to make another basically 2.5K to have that funded account passed as well. So this has just been an insane week, right? I'm gonna quickly go into the charts and show you the trade, and then I'm gonna break it down. But I just wanted to show you guys that because not many people can actually show you the proof of execution, the proof that they've taken it on challenge accounts or funded accounts, and do this day in, day out, right? As you can see, this is the trade I've taken, right? It's a Friday, this is the sell. And if you guys remember correctly, I took as well a sell on Wednesday, which was, where was it? Wednesday. It was this beautiful position right here. Okay, I took the sell right here, which I've actually broken down already on my YouTube, so go and check that out. And guys, also for anyone wondering what broker I use before I go and break down the trades, this is it, because I always get asked about what broker it is. So the link will be below, feel free to check them out. I've been using them for a while, and I definitely do recommend using them as a broker because having a good broker is so important, especially when trying to grow your personal account. But now let's go on the charts and break down this trade. So it's a few days after I've taken that trade. I am now in a new villa, and things have kind of progressed pretty quick. So as you can see, that's the trade right here that I took at the start of the video, okay, on the Funded X challenge account. But look at what happened on Euro USD after that point. It continued to go down, and I continue selling across all of my accounts. So yeah, I mean, you guys can see right here on all of the positions I've taken, it's been a pretty crazy last couple of days. So let me clear up all of this so you guys can understand what is going on, because right now this is a bit of a mess. So let me just clear this all up. But long story short, okay, we had that position on Euro USD, which I'll break down right now. And from that point, I said to my community, I think we're just going to continue going down because there was a load of trendline liquidity to effectively target below all of these lows here, you know, also below this low as well, which we haven't actually taken out yet. And that was the reason why I just kept on basically taking sells throughout the whole of last week. And they ended up all basically playing out perfectly. But let's first of all break down this trade right here that I took on the Funded X challenge account, which is now funded. And by the way, on that funded account, I'm now up, I think, $1,200, and it's not a lot, it's only a 1% payout, but I think I'm just gonna wait for that to get accepted. And then when that is accepted, I'll be doing a trade breakdown for that trade as well later on in the week when it gets paid out to me. So hopefully they pay me out for that, and then I'll do a breakdown later on. And the reason I've just gone for $1,000 is because it's the first trade on the funded account, and you don't want to be greedy, because if you try and be greedy and get, you know, a 10K payout on a 100K account, which you can do before, you're probably going to blow the account. Okay, so you want to take it slow, get a percent, get 2%, and then withdraw that from the market. Okay, so this is the trade that I took. The entry was somewhere up here, I can't exactly remember. And then the TP for this trade would have been any sort of liquidity resting below, you know, the Asia low, or even the liquidity which would be resting below, for example, these lows down here, right? And you can see the market was drawn towards these points because that is how liquidity works. The market will take out some highs and then it will target the lows, such as these lows down here, or these lows down here, or the Asia low, which in this case it targeted as well, and you could have closed out some profits at that point too, okay? So that was the reasoning for the trade on the lower time frames, but the most important thing and the reason why I actually took this trade is due to the fact it was on a Friday, and it was because of this that I was pretty confident that the market was going to reverse. And that to you guys probably seems a bit crazy. Like, how can one day of the week, just the fact that it's a Friday, tell me so much about the direction that the market will be going in? But this is what I'm going to teach you right now, okay? This is a bit of a bonus topic, and if you're watching this video, it's a very, very important video to understand. When the market goes up for an entire week, for example, as it did on this week, you can see Monday kind of consolidated, but then Tuesday went higher, Wednesday went higher, Thursday also went higher, like really, really high, like crazy buying pressure. What that tends to mean is that on the Friday, because it's the last day of the week, it's gonna have to retrace so that the weekly candle can close with a wick at the top. Because in case you don't fully understand this yet, it's a really important concept called weekly profiling. Every single candle is gonna have a body, it's gonna have a wick at the top, and it's gonna have a lower wick at the bottom, okay? But if Monday to Thursday is only going up, what does that mean, right? The answer is you only have a body, but you don't have a top wick. And therefore, it's quite likely that on a Friday, which is exactly what happened, it's gonna, guess what? It's gonna go down to leave the top wick at the top. And I understood that, and that is how I was able to take those sells on Friday, even though the market looked extremely bullish, okay? Having the understanding of weekly profiling allowed me to basically take the trade with pretty high confidence because of that reason, right? And that is something that you definitely need to understand, because when you can understand which days of the week are likely to reverse based on what the week is doing, that's how your trading will get to the next level. But this is not every Friday, right? Every Friday, you know, I'm not going to be looking for the same setup, but this is a very, very rare occasion that I traded the Friday because the week was very, very bullish and we hadn't seen the retracement. Now, as far as the entry goes, I've got my account right here. Okay, so I'll find the exact entry for you guys as well, so you can see exactly where I entered it. But it says it was 273, so 273, or maybe that was the exit. No, 273. Oh no, 385, sorry. 385 is here. So my entry was a little bit lower than I actually thought, and down here, and the reason why it would have been down here actually is because I would have waited for 8 a.m. to begin. Okay, so 8 a.m. is right here. And then basically as soon as 8 a.m. started, or actually it looks like a little bit before, I took a sell because I knew that the London volume would kick in and hopefully, which it ended up doing, target the liquidity resting below the Asia low. Okay, so the liquidity resting below this low here, resting below as well this low here. And basically I just took the sell expecting it to go lower based off the higher time frame, based off the fact that, you know, Friday was likely to reverse, based on the fact we had a lot of liquidity to the downside. And that my overall bias, by the way, on Euro USD, if I go and show you, for example, the daily time frame, it's a bit more clear, is bearish, right? And that's also a very big part of why I took the trade. The higher time frame was bearish, and therefore I was only looking for sells. And also, you can actually see as well here, we were in a daily supply area, which we were reacting to at the time. So Friday was up here. We were starting to react to this supply zone. And this is when I thought, okay, if we're going to reverse from anywhere in the market, it's probably going to be this supply area here, right? Because supply areas are where sellers are going to come in. And then as a result, you can see we started to sell off. And as a result, we are now heading towards the next external liquidity point, being this low down here, which I've got no doubt it's going to hit, okay? So, you know, this has been a great week yet again. If you're watching these videos, you will constantly be seeing I'm catching wins every single week, and it's because the market is going lower, and as a result, all I'm doing is looking for opportunities to catch these sells, and they play out literally every single week. Like every single week, We have been catching sales now with the community. I took another sell last week and that one ended up winning. I'll go into the Discord right now and show you some of the wins for proof. So as you can see here in the Discord, which by the way, you guys can join for free in the link below. If I go to the win section, you'll see here, oh, this is a giveaway that I did to one of the members inside as well. So I'll be constantly doing giveaways in the community. So if you're not in the Discord, it's a no-brainer, go and get in the Discord. But you can see here, this guy was been taking sales on his personal account using the bias and using the trade ideas I've been telling him to take. And he's gone and turned, you can see right here, $100 to $900 on his personal account, okay? We've got Reese taking an EU sell. We've got another trade winning right here. This is a buy, so ignore that one. That's not the strategy. But we've got another sell right here, an EU sell right here, okay? EU sales from Reese, another winning day, which I sent in here. Max passing his first ever funded account. You guys get the point, okay? There are always constant wins in my community because I actually do trade, unlike most people who teach on YouTube, and the proof is all right here. Okay, so check out the link below in the description for the free Discord access. And other than that, make sure you are subscribed for more trading gems. I'll be posting these every single week. Every single time I take a trade, I'll be posting it on this channel. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching. Bosh.